Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to take you through the next phase following the decking stage that we previously put on the video. We're going to move on to the iron rod installations. We're going to take you through the detail of how we created the 7.3 by 30 metre span in the kitchen area and how we supported that using 20 to 25 mm and using a secret beam. We'll provide a full detail of this as the video progresses. Before we get into it, I'd firstly like to thank all our existing subscribers who continue watching us on our journey, and also a new shout out to all the new subscribers that have recently subscribed in the past few weeks. You can see on the screen here we want to give a big special thanks to Bright and Clara's channel, who've continued to communicate and support us throughout the beginning from our journey. Thank you for watching everyone. It's through the YouTube community that we continue to grow and share one another's knowledge with each other. We'd like to thank everyone that's reached out on email, making inquiries to engage with our foreman, the builder. We do have a team of artisans that we engage for various different trades, so continue to send those emails and we will progress as best we can with you. Within those inquiries, we've had quite a number of people asking for the PayPal contact details. The email address and PayPal are on the screen now for those who are wanting to engage with us. Thank you for all your support, and we're now going to take you through the video, explain to you the process of the next stage.
There has been various iterations on the stairs. We wanted the stairs to UK specification for domestic stairs. The carpenters have a series of go at it, but it wasn't right. The gradient was just too steep, as you can see in the image here. So we have to come up with a plan of getting exactly what we wanted. We wanted the thread to be, the going to be 220 mil, but we will talk you through when we come to the changes that we made in this video. Yeah, what you see now is the metal plank. One thing we didn't mention in the last video is that after the guys finish installing the metal plank, they will paint all black. So with using the metal plank, you don't have to buy a polythene bag, which people will lay on their plywoods before the concrete is cast. They will paint the whole thing black so that when the concrete is cast, it doesn't stick onto the metal plates. So with regards to the iron rod installation, it is done in stages. The first things that has to be done is the beams. First they'll do all the beams, then before they'll begin to do what they call the matting or the weaving. Our beam sizes were 300 by 150 or 1 foot by 6 inches. What you can see on the screen now is a section through our floor, and the red arrows are pointed to the beams. So that is the first things that need to be done. The image on the right is the detail of the beam itself. So our steel bender is just walking us through all the beams that they have done. So we had 16 mm, 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom. And because we are project managing this from UK, what we do every day, we request them to send us videos of what they have done.
Yeah, that would have been really important for us because that was where we picked up on the staircase that we wasn't very happy, didn't it?
Yeah.
With the gradient. So those videos, if you're building from abroad, it's really important to have those videos because that's where you pick up something by eye and say, I really don't like it.
Yeah, it is because we're project managing this from abroad, and the only way you can do is to have daily reports to see what things are. There are instances here we see stuffs like where you're saying now we'll come out and say that doesn't look right, and then they'll have to go with a foreman and then review it. So that process is very critical. You need to do.
So here is the secret beam, which is 1 meter wide, and this one used the 25 mm iron rods. These are the ones that are holding up the full span of the kitchen, and the reason why everyone thought we were building a car park, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 5 down, 5 top on cross pass. And that one is the 4 down 4 top from the V pillar cross pass. And this is the one, that small one that we do to divide the wall at the down. And pass, come and put the
What you can see now is our kitchen and the dining and living room area. The red is the boundary of those spaces, which is the last span of 13 meters by 7.3. The blue, those blues crosses is the 25 mm and the 20 mm that the steel bender was just explaining to us how it's laid.
Yes, these particular iron rods, the 25 mm, was very, very difficult to manoeuvre. As you can see, our steel bender here trying to kind of get them into the right position, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in place. To him, we should have gone to KO for it to buy them those that are not bent so that they come straight, because they haven't got the right equipment to do it. But they were able to do it, which was great. He's a great guy.
Yes, they did really good work with the iron rods. One thing I will say is that's really important is the getting a 4D video or images when you're doing a project, because that really emphasised for us the importance. If you see the image on the screen here, you'll see that you can see the beam in the hallway, which shows you the kitchen, isn't it? And we didn't like the beam sticking down.
Yeah,
so we changed it, didn't we?
Those beams were meant, they would have been sticking down about 300 mils, because the whole beams was about 1 meter wide by 450, which was just intrusive in the space. So when we had the walkthrough video done, we decided to speak to the structural engineer. They said we didn't really like the look of that. What can we do? Yeah, what you can see now is our plumbing works underway. In terms of electrical works, we did a very minimum electrical work at this stage, because we will be having a false ceiling, plasterboard ceiling, so we didn't see any need of running conduits through the floor where they will end up being the wrong places where you want your light fittings and all that stuff to be.
You can see on the screen here there's a bird's eye view showing you all the layout of the upstairs, which has the 4 bedrooms and a living area upstairs, which will be more served for the family area, and the balcony access. So for those of you who are technical minded or like to learn different informations, you can see on the screen here about the tension rods and how they work.
Yes, I think it's in the UK, you would have submit a calculation of all this to the building control people. So what we did at this stage is ask the engineer to give a calculation of how everything works, how the loading are transferred. So he came up with a sketch, which we gave to the steel bender, and explaining how the tension works.
What we want to do here is just feature one of our subscribers, Mark, who contacted us and wanted to engage our foreman. So here you'll see his 4D image, and they just started in the past week digging the Trends Foundation. So big congratulations to Mark on starting his project. He does work in construction, so he will be managing the project throughout with the support of our foreman, Mike. We do have a few other building projects that are now in the pipeline, so if you do want to get in contact with us for any information, do reach out to us on our email.
As we mentioned earlier, we did a very minimum electrical works. What you can see now is an electrician creating a way for all our power electrical cables from the ground floor to the first floor. What we don't want to do is to finish the work and then go and chase through the beams. So he's doing all that, and then he'll put a dart in to run all the cables. In terms of the minimal work we did, we ran conduit just to the terraces in case we don't end up doing a full floor ceiling on the terraces.
What you'll see here is the carpenter making the amendments to the stairs. As I said, we didn't like on the video that was sent the gradient of the first set of stairs, so we had it all changed.
Yeah, what you can see now is original design of the stairs. So there are 10 steps to have landing, then there's another 10 steps to take you to the first floor. However, when the carpenters formed the stairs, they had 10 stairs to the half landing and 9 to the first floor. So when former Mike went for inspection, he called me and said, first of all, the stair is too steep and they couldn't get what was drawn. So when I asked them to measure the height from the deck to the floor, it was clear that the height was higher than what was actually drawn. To the surface was meant to be 3 meters, but when they actually measured it, it was about 3.2 meters. So effectively, we cannot get exactly the 10 step to half landing and a 10 step to the first floor. So might have to rework the stairs out to the UK specification. So we didn't want our stair to be 1 foot wide. We want the stairs to be 220 wide, and then you have a nosing so that when you are walking, you are not stretching your feet over a meter just to climb the stairs. Mike did a great job. He got the stairs perfect, and we had 10 steps to the half landing, and then another 10 steps to the first floor, which was great.
Yeah, so I think that's one of the things, isn't it? No matter what you're building, you just need to be prepared that there will be on-site amendments and changes based on what you visually see.
Oh, yeah.
And things that are thrown in. There's always something, isn't there?
It is. I think you need to review the process all the time because, as I said before, these drawings we build up to in Ghana are not into much details. So you need to constantly review what you can see, and are you happy with it? If you are not happy, it's better and cheaper to make the changes as the builders are on site.
What you can see here is the finished staircase that we had completed. One of the things that was really important, if you see this wall on the right hand side, it was very clear that we didn't want the steps to be protruding into the hallway. So we had to make sure that they calculated that, didn't we, in terms of making sure it didn't stick out?
Yeah, I think it's one of the solutions they came back when the grader wasn't right to get a 10 step by 10 is to say that you could have the wall at first step outside that wall. We said no, we're not going to have that.
we don't like it when the steps hang out into the hallway, and we have a very clear visual of what we want the entrance to be. So we have a nice big door, and when you walk through, we just want it to be that you can see a very large space, nothing protruding, and you just see straight through to the back where you'll see the nice large windows and the swimming pool area.
At this stage, we have mainly about 90% of all the reinforcement work done. The steel bender needs to come back to do the remaining waving, to put the tension back in to make sure everything is secured. What you can see now is the guy chasing into the wall for the iron rod for the stairs to go in. You need to chase the walls for the iron rod to go into the stairs. That's been done. The plumbing works nearly complete. Just that the final review was pending from us. What you can see now is the stairs finally done. That's the steel bender, which is finalizing his matting, make sure everything is secured, and then ready for casting.
Big job, ready for the big job, yes?
Yes, yes,
it's
yes.
A big phase, isn't it? To get the next floor, isn't it? It just feels nice to be able to get to the next floor and you can see the end in sight.
Yeah, it is.
It's a big process. It was really nice to see the balcony upstairs in the family area as well. It just brings the whole thing to life, seeing it from paper to now coming into the real life. And you know, once this floor's cast, then you're kind of halfway there, and it's just the block work, isn't it?
It is. I think it's, in our case, the floor was the most expensive part in terms of the build so far, because of the 25 mm and the 20 mm we had to use. As you said earlier on, the steel bender said people were asking, are we building a bridge or a car park when we were buying 25 mm? But considering the span that we've got, 13 meters by 7.3, it is quite a huge area, and we didn't want to cut any corners where the structural engineer is saying this is what you have to use.
But you know, when we get there, we'll also get to the end and we'll be able to see the final project and what we wanted to achieve. So there you go. Guys, I want to just say thank you if you're still here hanging in. It's nice that you've watched us throughout and listened to the process. I want to say thank you to all of you that's been watching. Please do hit the like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to us when we see those subscriber numbers going up and the interactions. Please let us know in the comments where you're watching from, what your thoughts are. Let us know what you found that you've learned from us.
Yeah, our next video will be on the casting and the cost of the whole floor. We hope this will be able to guide you if you're considering building something like this. But it's been great for all your comments so far. If you haven't yet subscribed, please kindly subscribe and comment below.
Hit the button, it's free. Go. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
We'll see you in the next video.
Thank you. Bye.